Hello, Fargo City Commissioner Tony Gary with how I voted for the 6th April and 20 April Fargo City Commission meetings. At the 23rd March meeting, there was a halt that went on, so I'm going to skip that one, but we'll touch on these two here. And there were two items for these two meetings that we want to talk about. The first was your basic incentive that when it's from a manufacturing company here in Fargo. They want to expand, which is fantastic. They're doing a really good job. They're hiring a lot of people, and they want to expand here in the community, which is obviously a great thing for all of us. They want an incentive to do that, a rather large one. And when the individual that one of the owners came up, and I asked them, would you, because that quote was, would you do the expansion without the incentive? And the exact response back was, I think we would. So again, this is one of those examples where, a FedEx example, I can tell you a dozen different companies that have come before us asking for incentives. And when asked, would you do whatever you wanted to do without the incentive? And they say yes, because they don't expand in Fargo because we're offering a temporary incentive to do that. They don't keep coming here, they don't keep growing here, they don't keep coming to us from other communities because we offer a temporary exemption from property taxes or income tax from the state. They do it because we have people who want to work. We have a lot of colleges around with a lot of people who are educated or have the ability to do the job. We have a lot of hardworking folks from trade schools that will come and do the job that you're asking them to do. They don't do it for a temporary incentive on your property taxes. And I've proven this a dozen times or more, and it was proven again on the 6th April Fargo City Commission meeting. I asked the question, would you do it without the incentive? They directly said yes, and then I said, then he shouldn't get the incentive. What the biggest question that we need to ask when giving these incentives are the but-for question. Would they do the project but for the incentive? If we did not give it to them, would they still do it? And if they're being honest, they'll say, yes, we will do it without the incentive. And most people are. Most people do actually tell us that they would do it without the incentive. So I can't beat this dead horse enough because it still happens. It still happens almost every single meeting that we're giving away incentives when people do not need them. They qualify. So I don't blame the company for asking. I want to make that very clear. I do not blame this individual for asking or the company for asking. I blame the government for giving it away. We're in charge. We're the ones who are giving it. We put out a document saying, here's how you qualify. People see it, they fill it out, and that's their right to do that. All they're doing is taking advantage of a system. But we need to recognize that we're giving away money that doesn't need to be given away, and that raises your property taxes directly. So that happened on the 6th April. On the 23 April, this was during the startup of the COVID situation or the continuation thereof. So we were talking about selling alcohol, retail alcohol for delivery and pickup when you order food. You couldn't just call up Applebee's and ask for a 6-pack of beer and they deliver it to you. Now, if you order food, you could also order a Bud Light or whatever to be delivered with that food. That went on without a hitch. So that was a great thing we did for the restaurants. We got government out of the way, which is always the case. Got government out of the way and allowed them to make their bucks. And there were 0 police complaints. There were 0 issues where people were ordering 72 beers. There were 0 issues at all. The deliveries went off without a hitch, and not one complaint happened. Then, very recently, in one of our recent city commission meetings, we stopped doing it. We had, I'm sure, complaints from off sales. I'm sure complaints from other businesses saying, hey, they're getting an unfair advantage. It's the free market, guys. Get government out of the way. Allow these businesses to make money. Allow them to fill the gap people want. People want to sit at home, especially these days. They want to be inside. They want to feel safe. They want to order food in, and they want to have a beer with their dinner. There's nothing wrong with that. So let's allow that to happen. But in a very recent, during this meeting, during the 20 April meeting, we extended that exact thing. And again, it went off without a hitch. But very recently, we ended that practice, and that was disappointing. That was a 4-to-1 vote to keep that going. So if you have any questions about this meeting or others, please reach out on Facebook, email, text, whatever you want to do. And just please keep watching how we're spending your tax dollars. Thank you.